So in this video, I'm going to break down exactly how I'm making thousands of dollars per month online with content. And it's not the traditional content model that you're thinking. It's not YouTube automation. It's not growing a page to millions of followers. It's not TikTok Shop. It's not the TikTok creativity program. It's not YouTube AdSense. I'm talking about brands paying me directly thousands of dollars per month on retainer. And in this video, I'm going to break down exactly how you can do the same. You don't need any followers. You don't need to be an influencer. You just need to get started. So what is step one? You need to learn how to make some content yourself. So what are you going to do? You're going to film some videos in a niche that you're interested in. And essentially what you're going to transition that page into is to be a UGC creator. And I'm going to talk about a little bit more about this, where you can be a UGC creator. You can be showing your face, but how I specialized in it was I didn't even show my face. So in these videos for these brands, I'm not showing my face. It's not my voice, and the videos are being edited by a team of mine. So I'm pretty much hands off, but all this is being done. And these videos, they don't go on the brand's page. Well, if you don't know what UGC is, it means user generated content. It just means the brand is paying someone to have a UGC page for them. So what that means is have a dedicated page, not the brand's page, but an organic page promoting their product in every video. That's essentially what usually UGC is. Some people have a general UGC page where they promote other brands randomly, but usually the case is you have a dedicated page for the brand and you're just every day you're making content for them. And depending on the volume is how much they pay. Sometimes it's just base payment and a CPM. Sometimes it's just a CPM. And the best is a base payment plus a CPM, right? Then you can scale and you can get the retainer fixed monthly amount. So how do you get into all of this, right? So step one, you're going to make some content yourself. You're going to try to learn what makes a good video, right? So you can stand out to the brands, and especially the niche you want to go into, you should be making content in that space and just learn like how short form content really works, right? You're going to study this, you're going to make content yourself, you can learn, and you're going to just get the ball rolling, right? Even with just a couple hundred followers, you can land brand deals. I've helped someone legit who had 200 followers land a 2,000 a month brand deal. So this is possible. What I did was I actually had a game dev YouTube channel in the entertainment game dev space. I actually generated millions of views on that channel, and I had a TikTok that generated millions of views in the same niche. So what I started going was for brands around that space. And now what I do is I just pitch toward the brands showing what I've done. And once you land your first couple of brand deals, then you can just show the brands, the next brand, what you did. As long as you're doing good work, making good videos, giving them results, right? Then the brand would be inclined to work with you. So after you made some content, right, you start reaching out to brands through email, LinkedIn, Discord, and you just go through and start pitching toward them what you can offer. And there's actually many sites for this. So what I'm going to recommend you is you go on these UGC sites. For example, SideShift is one of them. Media Maxing is another one. You go on these and you try landing UGC gigs. You apply with the page and the brand. So before you even start your niche, you should have an idea in your mind that which brand you want to work with, and which brands I should say, because you should have some broad brands that you want to go for in case you don't land a specific one. And then from that, you make content around that space. And then when you apply, it's much easier to get in because you're showcasing what you've done. And then it's just about landing the first deal. So even if you land just a CPM deal in the beginning, that's still great, right? Like especially these platforms, a lot of these like UGC platforms, they might just pay you CPM. CPM again means cost per mil. It just means you're being paid a certain dollar amount per 1,000 views. Let's say $3 per 1,000 views, right? And there's even a platform, WAP has campaigns. You can just start getting paid right away. Like this is what I'm talking about. Some people think you need so many followers to start making money, and you need to be part of the YouTube partner program. You could be part of TikTok creativity program. You don't need any of that. You can legit start getting paid day one. Like day one, you can start getting paid. You join Media Maxing and you can start getting paid. Like you just need to land the brand deal gig and you can start making money right away. But you won't make money if you don't know how to make content. That's why it goes back to the drawing board and the basics. Learn how to make content, learn the space, learn what you want to do, right? You're going to need some practice. It's going to take some time getting good at doing voiceovers, showing yourself on camera, especially if you're a UGC creator, right? The whole faceless angle, I can talk about it in another video, but basically my way is faceless, but it's much easier to pitch with your face because a lot of brands are looking for face content, right? For me, I just have someone who is the face of the brand. Like I can get a UGC creator if they want face content. Okay, so that's step two, right? So you make content with step one. Step two was you start pitching, and you start pitching plus joining these websites, plus joining these servers, Discord servers, joining WAP, and you start making money. You start making your first money with content. Mostly a CPM deal. You might even get a retainer, right? It's going great, but you're only making a couple hundred to maybe 1,000. Doing pretty good, then you're making like 2,000 a month, but you want to get a bit more rolling. You want to start making like the 3 to 5, right? Mid-figure thousands of dollars per month. So it can potentially replace your job. So how are you going to do this? You're going to start to scale. You're going to want to, first of all, obviously start pitching more, but you're going to want to build a portfolio and like a case study. One way that I found is, this is a gem right here, that you can actually record Loom videos or record basically videos of breakdowns of case studies and those types of things in nature, and then send that to the brand as your pitch. They'll get surprised that you put in that much effort just to basically tell them that you want to work with them. Then they'll be even more inclined to at least like hear you out, right? And then if you do that, you should be pretty good. You're just gonna start sending a bunch of messages out, trying to email a bunch of brands, trying to Discord, DM them, and you're going to start building out a team. So you're not going to be editing your videos anymore in step 3, right? You're going to hire an editor. You're going to hire someone, like potentially if you want to start turning into the UGC agency route, you start getting other creators to do the videos for you. But that might be like a bonus step or a one level above step 3, I would say, because I would say you should start thinking of that if you pass the $10,000 a month range, right? But for you guys, I think the best thing I can just tell you guys right now is to begin with step 1. You need to just start making content. If you want more like information about this, like I'd be more than happy to make more videos about anything specific you guys want to see. You guys can leave them down in the comments. Legit, like this is probably the best business model, because if you can learn how to make content and make content for brands, then you essentially own the world's currency. Like you're probably thinking like, what the hell does this mean? But if you know how to go viral, if you know how to grab attention, then that is probably the most valuable thing. With everything getting replaced by AI and AI this, like the brands, like anyone can make an app, like anyone can vibe code an app now. What will stand out now is if you can get your app marketed. If you are the marketer, if you are the shop in this gold rush of vibe coded apps and these vibe coded brands essentially too, like at this point, leave it down in the comments if you want to see anything specific. I'd be more than happy to break down any of the concepts, and I'll see you guys in the next one.